Welcome back. Another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, with you. We're pleased to be joined by Mason Maggio, of course, of Rick Ware Racing. Got to show. Hey, lower your hat a little bit there, bud. All right, gotcha. Got it. First race, of course, Thanksgiving weekend at the Thanksgiving Classic, of course, at Florence a few weeks ago. Got a chance to beat out Garrett Smithley, of course, your RWR teammate. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you, Casey?
I'm doing well. Busy. You know what I've been doing the last few weeks. Well, actually, since the season ended, or probably before that. So, it has been a crazy couple weeks for me. So yeah, but let's talk about you for a second. Or actually, this is about you. So really, to get in this car, I know you've been saving this announcement for a long time, but now to finally drive for them and get a good result, that had to feel good.
No, I felt really good. I mean, had great speed all weekend. Thankfully put a lot of time into, studying footage, doing some iRacing, asking questions, all around. It certainly helped me prepare for that opportunity, and I got accumulated right away. And, I'm thankful to have such experience surrounding me with a team like Rick Ware Racing. So, it was a solid result. I learned a lot throughout the whole weekend, and ultimately came away with a podium and third place finish. And one of the best, I think it's the best finish for RWR in a long time. So 2 top 5s between myself and then, like you said, Garrett Smithley. So big day for RWR, and we're only striving to finish a couple spots better here in the next couple months.
So I know that your season's kind of weird and kind of like unlike everybody else's, like NASCAR and, a lot of other forms of motorsports, and obviously what you drove last year. So when is your next race, and kind of where do you go from here?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Obviously there's one race in particular that I'd like to try to do here at some point. I believe it might be the Red Eye 50-50 at New Smyrna. See if we could try to put something together for that. But then again, if we don't, it's not the end of the world. I'm more focused on the Carolina Pro Series. But for as far as Carolina Pro goes, my first race is going to be in March, I believe, at Southern National, funny enough. So thankfully, the Thanksgiving Classic gave me a lot to rebound on, and gave us some good momentum heading into that race later in 2022. So we'll have that race. And then, apart from Southern National and Hickory Motor Speedway, I don't have any experience at any of the other racetracks on the schedule. So got a lot of work to do on my end to get up to speed with all those racetracks. But certainly got a lot of momentum riding on our side heading into 2022.
Yeah, for sure. So kind of going into the Carolina Pro Series, I know that season starts in March. Talk about what kind of tracks that you're going to be riding on, because last year you were only running for a track championship. Of course, that means it's the same kind of track, and really just maybe a lot of local racers race there for people that don't know. But now you're going to be traveling a little bit more airfare. So kind of talk about where you're heading and what kind of things you're looking for.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, we got a very broad range of different racetracks, such as just to name a few, like Tri-County, Motor Mile, Franklin County Speedway, just to name a few. So, I mean, pretty much every week it's going to be a whole new discipline and a whole new challenge. So that's the biggest thing that I have to, quickly get up to speed with and comprehend going into those weekends. Like you said, it's a lot more different from what I'm used to with running, 1 to 2 tracks a year. So this is a big step as far as experience goes, and doing what I need to do to, go out and continue to get solid results and, go after race wins. So, but other than that, I think we should be in good shape for a lot of success after Southern National. I think we really got a lot to look forward to. I mean, again, Southern National was my first ever race outside of Hickory in a full-size stock car. So, but if we just kind of did what we did at Southern National, I don't think we'll have any problem throughout the season. So I think there's a lot more pros than there are cons heading into the 2022 season.
Yeah, for sure. So now what's besides that 50-50 spot at the Red Eye at New Smyrna, what are you going to really do for like the next few months?
Yeah. I'd like to try to, get in the car as much as possible. Obviously that's the ultimate goal, but it all comes down to funding. Obviously I'm not a driver that has or comes from a lot of funding. So as far as I'm concerned, all of our funding is going to go towards Carolina Pro. But, if any sort of opportunity presents itself to go do, anything, whether it's, stock car oval racing or road course racing in some sort of road course car, I'll try to put something together if I can. But yeah, that all just depends on some work behind the scenes. So, but to the road course portion, I would like to try to do some more road course races, just considering that I do a lot more road course racing than oval racing on my iRacing simulator.
Yeah.
So, and then in the direction that NASCAR is going, obviously, I think it's more crucial to get road course experience than it ever has before. So definitely would like to do some road course racing, but as far as stock car racing goes and just with the short track stuff with RWR, Carolina Pro is all that we have right now, have our sights set on. But if we can get an opportunity to go do some other races here and there, then we'll certainly try to put something together.
Ooh, any Trans Am teams that want to need a driver? There's your guy. Yeah. You talk about the road course experience, obviously Trans Am is Trans Am an option for you?
Depends on the series. Funny you bring up Trans Am. It's a series I've paid a lot more attention to as of recently, just with the different classes. TA2 is a little bit out of our reach. Same with TA1 cars. But if I can get into an SGT car, I think that'd still be really cool. But then again, I think something that would be fairly reasonable for me to do that'd be road course related would be, something within Mazda Miata type range,
Yeah.
or a champ car, just to name, a few series that would be, a good opportunity if it ever came about. So would like to do something within that range if I can. But I think Trans Am's a little bit far out of my reach unless I got a little bit more funding put together. But it's certainly something that I've paid attention to and I'd hope to do one day.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Well, Mason Maggio, thank you so much for coming on. We're gonna have Mason on throughout the year to talk about his journey and ride and experience with Rick Rare Racing in the Carolina Pro Series. All right. Good to talk to you, Mason, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Casey. Appreciate it.